let's roll to our next Friday night one. Our only other one. It's 9:30. We got UTEP against Boise State. Boise State came out 28-point favorites. We got 27s just about all across the board. 55.5 the total. Man, Boise came out hot. Did they not? There, Brockheimer looked good. 14-0 real quick.
Came out and they got on the bounce house.
Yeah. They came in fired up. But I think a little bit. You'll probably talk about it here. The humidity maybe got to them later in the game. Some cramps playing down there, but they got turnovers too. That's a big deal. That where the UCF quarterback didn't turn the ball over last year all year. He found his rhythm. They started slinging it around. But what a great game, in the end, 36-31. If you were on Boise, either you covered or you didn't, depending on what you got in that game, the line. So, because that moved all the way up to like 6.5 before kickoff. But Brockheimer, 263, he was solid. The defense gave up all those yards like I talked about. Gabriel, 318, 4 TDs. He had the 2 bad picks, and they ran all over Boise. I think it was like for 250, just about UCF. I don't think UTEP is going to be doing that here, but this number is really, really big. UTEP had to break it, a close one off with Bethane Cookman, 38-28 win. The week before that, they won 33 to New Mexico State. So what are they going to do here? That one, I thought, wow, UTEP took care of New Mexico State. That's how bad New Mexico State is. Everyone just jot that down. Where a team like Bethane Cookman, some of these teams that aren't there, that's how bad New Mexico State is. This one's interesting to me. Can Boise's back at home? I think they have the offense. Can they cover this number? Yeah, maybe this is a first half. Full game. I look a little bit to UTEP. I'm going to dig, of course, a little bit deeper. We have the rest of the week to get to it. But what do you have? What do you have a feeling on this game here, Grant?
Yeah, I like that. What you said about the humidity in the UCF game. I talked about it on Monday's show, how that's just a hard place to play for a team from Idaho to go all the way down to Florida, and it's in September or in the late August. But damn, they came out great, man. I was super impressed with Boise, especially as this Avalos, their head coach, his first game at the program.
Yeah.
And a little bit of his post-game comments, like I just like the guy. He seems like a guy that like you want to play for. He's young, he's got good energy. It seems like that culture's there, and you'll hear me talk about this shit all the time, guys, just because I think it's such a big deal in college sports. What's going on in the locker room. And I like what's going on in the locker room in Boise State. I think they have a good quarterback. Everything you said, I agree with. And I think they're going to come back a little pissed off. These are the games that I've really enjoyed more and more as I've gotten into betting, gotten into sports betting over the last 3-4 years, is how do teams respond after, like this game, it's not a huge highlight game, but this is a big game for Boise State. I love Boise State in the first half. I'm not going to overthink it. It's going to be a small wager here on Monday. I'm not going to get crazy on it just because I think they're going to come out banging and they're going to be pissed off. And I like this coach. I know that he's going to have his guys ready to play. You talked everything I need to say about UTEP, really. The only thing I'd add would be they have 2 good running backs, I think. I mean, their stats say they have good running backs. And, again, overreaction week. You got to be smart here. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Who were they playing against? They weren't playing against quality opponents. But last week, Willie Eldridge and Ronald Awatt ran for 244 yards. So, again, playing a shitty team, but that's a lot of yards. So, I'm going to lock in on Boise State first half right now as a small bet. But UTEP could cover. It's a weird game for me. I like Boise State. I'll be really just watching Boise State and how they respond in this one.
Yeah, you talked about obviously the competition's different, but I was shocked a little bit how bad Boise's run defense was a little bit there. Obviously, it's going to be different with UTEP, but you talked about their success, different team. That's why I love, week 2 and even 3 because they play these such shitty teams. Now UTEP stepping up and playing Boise. Boise played a solid USF team in their house, now coming back home. Obviously, it's big for them. They're at home. They want to win and probably come out early, but laying 4 touchdowns is always – this is where I wanted UTEP in this spot kind of throughout the year. I thought they could maybe cover some of these games, backdoor cover. They're not that good, but I think they, could maybe hang in this one. Or this could be a Boise 55-10, easily as well. So it's definitely one that I'm interested in as well. I think you're right, too. If you like Boise, maybe roll first half if you think they're going to come out hot. But Brockheimer looked good. They ran it well. I was just a little surprised the defense. They didn't play too well, so they should do better against a UTEP team. Let's get to a couple Saturday ones.
That's a good point on the Boise State defense. I think I definitely overlooked that, but that's something that is on the top of my list watching this week. Is it dominance?
Yeah, we'll see it because
you know what I mean?
UCF. Right. Yeah, right. We'll see it because UCF's a lot better team.
Should be dominance from Boise State.
Yeah,
but,
in their house. But them at home, they're on the Smurf turf. They've always played there. They're always really good there, so you can't go wrong with them. So big number, 23. I can't wait. And we got such a week